So this is part 2 of my assignment. Okay, the part 2 assignment I will be doing a sorting system with vision sensors to detect different objects and their classification. So the CPU that I'm using is 1211C CPU. Okay, so this is the block diagram of the system as well as the PLC text. Okay, so okay, this is the model. Okay, so how the program works is basically like at first you have to assign like in our program we use 6 types of materials. Okay, uh 6 type, 2 raw material, 1 base material, and 2 base material and 2 lead materials. Okay, then you will classify it into 3 channels according to their shapes. Okay, so at first we need to assign. So basically in our third network we assign the value. Okay, the vision sensor will detect the objects and then we'll use equal block to classify it to their responding types. Okay, then over here at network 2, the bit data. So what it basically do is using a OR register. Okay, these are the types of material. We have raw materials, green color raw material, blue color raw material, and then blue and then blue base color and green base color, as well as blue lead color and green lead color. Okay, which actually is the types. Okay, so what it does is actually it will enter a OR gate, then it will classify it with the left shift register. So as you can see, the blue raw material, if it's it is the material, it will classify it out. Okay, if not, it will pass and until it is correctly classified. Okay, after that go on to network 4 is the conveyor. So the conveyors, it is activated using an AND gate and using SR gate. Okay, and which the S consists of an AND gate and the R consists of an OR gate equal to 1. Okay, so whenever run or auto is activated, the S will activated. When the S is activated, then the SR gate will have output. Same goes to when R is activated, the SR gate will have output. If both of them is activated, then it will remain the same. Okay, so this is the entry conveyor. The things is also similar to the axis conveyor. Okay, whenever it's run or auto, either one activated, the conveyor activated, and when it is stop or emergency stop, okay, the SR conveyor will be activated. Okay, then for the reset is fairly simple. Whenever the factory arrow running is triggered, okay, it will that is the push button that is trigger the reset signal. Everything will be 0 over here. Okay, using a move block. Okay, move 1 2 into 0. Okay, network 6 is sorter. Okay, basically there are 3 sorters over here. Okay, sorter 1, sorter 2, sorter 3. So I will be explaining one of the sorter because sorter 3, sorter 2 and sorter 1 is similar. Okay, just their bit position is different. Okay, so how the sorter works. So this is sorter turn. Okay, the turn or the turning of the sorter. Okay, whenever it's about time, it will turn to push the object into the correct channel and the sorter belt. Okay, in order to activate the sorter turn, okay, excuse me, we have M10, M10 and M11. Okay, so M10 and M11 is actually object of M10 and M11 over here. M10, M11 is a green rabbit. Okay, and M10 is a blue rabbit. Okay, detecting the 2 objects. Okay, whenever one of objects is axis, then through the OR gate, then S will be turned on, which means the sorter will be turned on as well. Okay, so for the M10, this is M10.3, is because this is the third sorter, so there will be a shifting of the bit position to sorter 3. Let's say if is let's say if it's sorter 2, then it will be moved 2 places, as well as sorter 1, it will be moved 1 place. Okay, so back to our third sorter. Okay, this done, then go to this. Okay, so the sorter 3 turn. Okay, here is a OR gate. The OR gate is activated through when the factory arrow is running, either this running or the AND gate, one of the components is activated. Okay, so so whenever one of these is activated, okay, tag 14 and tag 15. Okay, tag 14 and tag 15. Okay, sorter 3 turn. Okay, activated, as well as the object is correctly detected, the M10, that is the blue material, is activated. Okay, so here you can see that previously is 10.3, here's 10.2. It's because 10.3 is the the last, can be said is it is the last object, okay, to be detected. 10.2 is object in front of 10.3, so it's 10.2. Okay, if it exceeds, then it will trigger a timer. Okay, the timer is used to adjust the timing, okay, to ensure that it is correctly in order of 10.2, then 10.3. Okay, then it will activate the bell. Okay, so it will turn in turn, the sorter 3 turn. Okay, then in turn the sorter 3 belt is activated. Okay, now sorter 2 and 1 is almost similar. So for the counter is actually counting the objects using a vision sensor. So if its vision sensor is equivalent, okay, then it will send the signal 1 to count the object. Okay, so there will be 3 counters, okay, for 3 types of shapes. Okay, then for the light logic is fairly simple. So whenever any the button stop or emergency button stop is pressed, then it will run. The button will light up, as well as the start button, stop light button, and reset light button will be light up as well. Okay, so back to our presentation. Okay, okay. So, okay, so we start the project by activating, turning it on. Okay, then press start, so the object will be running, and the color also light up for the start menu, start button. Okay, we can see the object is correctly sorted with their corresponding shapes. The plain one will enter at the left, so the square shape will enter middle, and the cube shape will enter the third channel. Okay, everything is sorted out correctly, and we can see the counting of the counter is also counting the objects entering the channels. Okay, when you press stop, everything will stop. Okay, start back. Okay, and if reset button is pressed, everything counted will be clear to 0 and we can start back. Okay, so when emergency stop, everything will be stopped as soon as possible. Okay, so basically here is my simulation. Thank you.